Okay, just giving the deadlift another run, so 140 for 3 sets of 5. Okay. Not doable. So we've got on a 3 minutes timer. So this is not a heavy day today, it's just a punch the clock. So it's going to be deadlift 3 sets of 5, OHP 3 sets of 5, then it's going to be pull-ups and seated rows. Now the pull-ups and seated rows I'm going to keep constant at 4 sets. So I'll consider those sort of like secondary. So it's not that secondary in terms of effort, but I'm not going to go too heavy on them. So it's a case of 8 reps, 9 reps, 10 reps, that sort of thing on the secondary stuff. And the primary stuff, which is squat, bench, deadlift, OHP, on that sort of thing, stick at 5s and below. Okay, another set of 5. Okay. Whew. Not bad. So with what I consider to be primary, I never try to take it to failure. So again, squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press. I think of those 4, the overhead press might be a bit of an odd one out. Sometimes I treat that as secondary. But for this particular block of training, those 4 are my primary lifts, and I say I keep them at 5 reps and under, and I don't intend to go to failure on them. So I've got my numbers fixed out in advance. So like today, 140, 3 sets of 5. Yeah, the numbers are fixed in advance. It's a case I've hit the numbers and no more. Now sometimes that might mean going to failure. You might not actually get what you target, but really that's a bit of a miscalculation. You should well, I should hit every rep. Whereas the secondary stuff, so I say it's not secondary because it's not important or lack of effort. It's just these are the moves that I use more for the bodybuilding. So I'll take the reps higher, and I won't flinch from failing if it's required. Now the logic being that you know, the harder lifts, taking them to failure, takes a lot out of you. So it's not worth the cost to get maybe a rep. Okay, that's it. That's my deadlifting done. Okay. Woo. 3 sets of 5, 140. So next time I do it, I've got written down, I can see 147, 3 sets of 5. So it's very methodical. So I think I'll stop filming there. So feeling pretty good. So the only news that I can think of that's changed is that you know, recently I got a calf strain from running. Had a few days off. Since then, I have been I did a tiny bit of running. Well, it's a tiny bit. It was a 1 kilometre route. So from my house round, you know, through a local park back home, 1 kilometre, and I did that 3 times. So I did the run, punch the punch back 10 minutes, did the run, punch the punch back for 10 minutes, did the run, and that wasn't bad at all. So hopefully I can get back into the get the running back in the mix on a higher level. But yeah, try and keep it all going. You know, it's all it's a case of balancing all the different aspects of performance. So it's, you know, it's like my own version of CrossFit. You know, so I don't need to do all the technical Olympic lifting or double unders or muscle ups or anything like that. It's just I just go with what my equipment allows. And it tends to be fairly basic stuff. So power lifts, run, bike, punch bag, chins and dips for the calisthenics or the gymnastics, I suppose. A few bodybuilding moves, that sort of thing. Yeah. So just me making my own protocol, but hopefully keeping it all either progressive or at least maintaining stuff. So the problem is, you know, you run into these roadblocks like, you know, injuries, you know, so you have to reset. You have to go back a few steps and reset. It's never so easy. It's simply onwards and upwards. But that's the intent. Okay, bye.